Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Mary and today what I'm going to be doing is showing you a few things that I got at Michael's this morning, as well as making some cover minders. So I am going to hope that this camera is adjusted well, and I'm going to go ahead and start with what I bought at Michael's today. Now I doubled up on my coupons. I had a $5 off coupon from a couple purchases that I had made and earned the $5 credit. And I also used a 20% off all regular priced items in my cart in the store. So I had been wanting to try the putty, and I've been watching a lot of people that have had success with it, but I haven't. So I decided to give a different brand a chance because I had gotten the blue tack and I had gotten sort of an off brand of a white tack. So I went ahead and I got the Gorilla putty, and I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to let you know what I think about it, but it's removable, it says, and it holds up to 2 pounds. It has low residue. It's indoor or outdoor, but for the purpose I'm going to use it, for diamond painting, I don't have to worry about that. It said it's great for paper, painting walls, painted walls, wood, tile, metal, posters, plastic, glass, and more. So I purchased that. I also have been wanting to get a brush for my ceiling, for my diamond painting. So I got this Mod Podge brush, and hopefully, I can't really see my camera at this angle. It's over my shoulder more or less, kind of off to the side. And then I got some Gorilla Clear Grip glue, and I'm going to try this instead of the hot glue gun, just on a few of them. And then I'm going to use the hot glue gun on a few others, and I'm going to compare the difference. So this Gorilla Glue does dry clear, which it's going to be on the back of the cover minders anyway, but it also says it's heavy duty, it's washer and dryer safe, it dries crystal clear, it holds in seconds, flexible, paintable, photo safe. I did read on the back where it said for best results to add the glue and wait 2 minutes before you adhere both pieces of whatever you're doing together. And then it's going to be a permanent stick. So I got those to try. And I got, like I said, a discount. So the regular price for the Mod Podge brush would have been $7.49. The Gorilla Clear Glue Grip would have been $7.49. And the mounting squares, that tacky stuff, was $5.49. I saved $9.09, so my total bill was $12.18 with tax. So it would have been $9.09 more if I didn't have my coupons and my $5 off coupon. So I'm going to set this here, and I'm going to start out with my magnets. Maybe the first ones I'll try are these little kitty cats. And so we're going to do some cover minders. My buttons haven't come in. You'd think that I would have some buttons, and I have no buttons in this house whatsoever. So I had to order some buttons from Amazon. And I'm hoping that I get them today or tomorrow, but I can still do these cover minders without them and just add the buttons after the fact, because they're going to go in the very back of the cover minder. So I have 2 different sizes of magnets. I have 9 millimeters, I believe it's 9 millimeters. Oh, they're stuck. Okay, 9 millimeters by 1 millimeter. And I have, or maybe it's 10, I think it's a 10 millimeter by 1 millimeter. And then I have a little bit smaller, 8 or 9 millimeter by 2 millimeter. So I'm going to try the thinner ones, the 1 millimeter. And I'm going to glue it on with my Gorilla Glue. My goodness, they are really strong magnets, let me tell you. Get my package of glue open. I decided it's more expensive to buy these small ones, but I just don't like glue drying out. I like fresh glue, so I thought that I would get the individual ones, and that way I would be sure that it stayed fresh. So as you can see, there is a little seal in there that you need to poke through with the opposite end of the cap. And then that, I don't have anything on my desktop, but it's my craft table and I have other marks and stuff, so I'm not really that concerned. So I'm going to start with this pink kitty cat, and all you need to do is figure out where you're going to place the magnet. So I'm going to place it right in the center in the wide part of the cat. There's also his head, which is a wide part, but I want to do more center. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue there, which it's already coming out. There's a lot of it. You can see. I think you can see. And they say to wait 2 minutes for best results. So I'm just going to sit them down here for a minute. And I think I'm going to run and get a toothpick to wipe some of it off because it's way too much. So let me get a toothpick. And some paper towels. I haven't made these before, so I'm not really quite sure how they're going to turn out, but we shall see. All right, so I'm going to take some of this glue off. I don't know if I'm in the camera or not. Forgive me if I'm not. Okay, so now there's just a little blob. So I'm going to take a magnet. I want to be sure that I have the end that's going to be the right side. So these magnets are super strong, and I don't know. I guess I'll use that. Okay, that side's good. Okay, that side's not good. So I want to stick the side that's opposite to the attraction of the magnet on the side that gets glued. So I'm just dropping it down. I'm going to use the toothpick to press it down so if any glue squishes out, it doesn't squish out all over my fingers. Oops. Okay, it wants to lay flat on the table. All right, so I'm going to let that dry. As you can see, the magnet is on the back. Okay, so I'm going to set that little kitty to the side, and I'm going to pick up the next one. And in the same spot, I'm going to put a little dab of glue. Okay, and I'm going to let that sit. And another one. And another one. They have to sit 2 minutes, and I have a timer, but I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. I think it'll be all right. No, this glue is not coming out. Oh, there it is. Must have had an air bubble in the tube. Okay. So this glue has a slight smell to it, and I am sitting kind of close to my bird, so I'm hoping that with the ceiling fan on, they're not going to get a harmful whiff of this glue. So again, I want to test out. Okay, so this is the side that I want to use. It's very tiny, so Okay. And I gotta get some more magnets. Okay. So I'm assuming that's the side. All right. I think I did the purple one next. I don't think these magnets are going to be shown from the front, no, because they are exactly the width of the little cat. I mean, like from end to end, but it looks like they're not going to be sticking out from the back. Okay. Be sure that you get the magnet on the right side, sticking to the glue, the side that would not attract another magnet. I don't know what you would call that. I call it opposites. Whoops. I got a fingernail full of glue. Okay. There's that. And then you're going to want to let it fully dry before you attach another side to the magnet, because you don't want to, well, I guess it would be okay as long as you didn't try to pull it apart while it was still drying. I don't know. This is my first time doing this, and I mean, it's not a very complicated project. So I guess anybody could do it. And I got an orange kitty and a brown kitty left, and then I'll have all of them fixed up with a magnet. Okay. And I put the cap on the glue because I didn't want it to start drying. Oops, which side is that? Okay. So one more. Okay. All right. Okay, push that down. Let that dry. The first one that I did, this, yeah, it feels like it is dry, but I'm going to still give it more time. That was the first one that I did. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7 of them finished. While they're drying, I'm just going to leave them sitting there. And then I'm going to take out some of these ducks. These ducks are just so adorable. And I'm going to do a few of these. I'll do purple one. Okay, so I'm going to do some ducks. I put 5 of them. And I also wanted to show in my video 2 other things. I didn't really show you a close-up of this Mod Podge brush. I saw someone using it, and I'm going to take it out of the package because I'm sure it's putting off a major glare. But they have a big, huge one, and then they have this size, which is a little bit on the small size, but as you can tell, it's pretty wide. So when they're doing the ceiling over the top of the painting, it gets a pretty wide range of coverage there. Super soft. And I've been wanting to get one of these since I saw her using it to finish her painting with the ceiling. And she was using Mod Podge, I think, or maybe it was one of the videos where she was doing a comparison. That's what it was. She was comparing 5 or 6 different products to see which ones, after they dried, turned out the best as far as if they still had the same amount of shine, and if not, how much did it dull. Which, speaking of dull, that raises a question, and I went to Michael's to just inquire about mounting a large diamond painting and how much it would cost to just have it mounted. and she had to call somebody to check on it because she had never done a diamond painting mounting before, but I know that Hobby Lobby does them. So anyway, she called and they could do a 35 by 26, and I didn't get a price. She said the only concern her coworker had would be, since it goes under a heat, kind of either a press or a light, it might change the color of the diamonds, or it might change something with the diamonds, whether it be the shine, sparkle, or whatever, because of the heat. So if any of you have had any of your paintings mounted, let me know if it does anything to the diamonds, because Michaels couldn't tell me for sure that it would be safe. And I haven't checked with Hobby Lobby because Hobby Lobby is about 45 minutes from me and Michael's is 5 minutes from me. So I just, while I was in there, wanted to ask. Okay, so now I'm going to do these little ducks that are just adorable. They're luminescent and they're very tiny. In comparison to the cats, I'll hold them up and let you see. So this is the cat, and here's the duck. So there's a little bit of a difference. The cat is more flat and the duck is higher, but the duck is a little bit smaller in length. So let me see if I'm going to use this size. Wow, this size absolutely covers the total bottom of the duck. I mean, I'm looking to see if it sticks out anywhere because I do have another size. I have a smaller one, which I think I'm going to use. So I have a by 2 millimeters, I think, smaller. So I'm going to use that. And they are not 1 millimeter in width, not width, but in height, but they're 2 millimeters, so they're thicker, but that's okay. And I think I'm going to use the same exact ones for the bottom. Oops. Yeah, they're sticking, boy. They are high-powered magnets. Okay, so I'm going to add some glue. Take this cap off again. And once again, we've got to let it, for best results, it says, let it sit for up to 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, I don't want it to fall on its bottom. It'll stick to the desk. So I'm doing the yellow. Now I'm doing the green and the purple. I don't think it's going to drip. It's pretty thick. It's like a gel. So it's not like super glue. It's real thin in consistency. This particular Gorilla Glue, it says it's craft glue. I'll have to look closer at it, but it's definitely not the super glue. It's a gel consistency. And so we're going to get our magnets ready. Take these off. So we've got 5, so I'm going to need a total of 10 magnets because you need 2 for each trinket. One that sticks to the bottom of your trinket and one that sticks to the bottom of that so that it can go underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I already have one there. Okay. Ouch. Oh, and be careful when you put these together, especially the thicker ones. They will pinch your fingers like almighty when they come together. Okay. So I'm giving that a chance to cure a little bit. And in the meantime, I did want to show you, I have a I got this on Temu for $1.98, and it's still $1.98. But it is a USB power strip. So they individually can be turned on and off. If you have if you're using 2 or 3 of them, you don't have to have the whole strip lit up. You can just turn on and off whatever ones you're wanting to charge. And it has a USB plug end that you have to have your own little block, which I'm using an iPhone or an iPad block, but it'll fit into a Samsung or an Android block as well. So because it's a USB plug. So the USB plug the end gets plugged into a block, and then you can plug this into the wall, or you can plug this into a power strip. And that way I can plug in my light board. I could plug in my LED lamp that's USB, and I have that right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Kind of at the top of the screen. I have it clipped to the side of my table. And then if you have a light pad without a battery, you're going to have to keep it plugged in the whole time you use it, because there's no battery to charge in it. So most of the ones on Temu, unless it says rechargeable, those are not going to charge. You're going to have to keep it plugged in to use it. So I learned that. I didn't know that in the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to start adding the magnets to these little ducks. And take the pink one. I don't remember which one was first, which color, so I'm just going to take a guess that they've been sitting long enough. And I'm going to push down to make sure that it's all the way down. And you can still move it for a little bit. After you stick it to the glue, it doesn't automatically what's the word? It doesn't automatically permanently bind. It'll let you move it around. Okay, come apart. All right. I do want to be sure I get the right side to these magnets. Now, I don't know if I put the wrong side, if it'll work with the other side of the other magnet. It probably will. But I don't know. I'm sure I'll learn some lessons with these. And then, I'm dropping them. Okay, so that's the good side. That's the negative side. I like this blue one a lot. And my apologies if I'm out of the camera range. I don't do any editing of my videos either, because for one, I don't know how, and for two, I just do this for fun. And if, people don't like it, I don't expect them to. Two of them. Oh, all 3 of them just grabbed each other. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Okay. So now there's 3 magnets. Okay, this is a mess. All right, don't put your little guys too close to one another, because disaster will strike. So now I've got these ducks that I just did in a sticky mess, because these magnets have all found each other, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to separate those. So I'm just putting them aside, and I'm going to try to quickly get magnets on these before the glue. Okay, I think it's going to be all right. I just need to set these a distance apart, because you don't want that to happen, what just happened a moment ago. All right, the pink one had a magnet. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to guess which side did. Oh. All right, and then the purple one. Okay. So They all wanted to be together. Okay, so I'm putting the purple one over here. So we've got a couple more. We've got the yellow and the green. The green one. Okay. Put him over there. So anyway, I was talking about not editing my videos, and I know others that I watch don't edit, and I kind of like it because you're getting everything, including mistakes and forgetfulness, which I have a lot of at times, and things that happen. Your animals might show up in the picture, jump up on your table, just different things. So I kind of like it in real time, and but it's not for everyone, I guess. So if my videos are too long, I would never be hurt that people didn't want to stay till the end. Do whatever you like because it's perfectly okay with me. So now they're all drying, and I think I've got a magnet on all of them, and I think they're a safe distance from each other. These cats didn't do that, even though they're close, but I think those thicker ones are more powerful. And so that's really it. I did show you my little power strip here. And again, it's on Temu for $1.98, and I've been using it with my light pad, and it's been wonderful. And then this light that I have over here, that I don't know if you can see it or not, but I showed it to you in my unboxing. It's got an LED ring right here and the magnifying glass in the center. And I don't know if I've got it plugged in. I don't have it plugged in. So let me plug it in so I can show you the light intensity of it. Okay. So the switch is on the cord, like I talked about before. And since it's super light in the house, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it too well, but the on and off switch. So if you can see that right here, that's the bright. And then there's a dimmer switch that dims it. Let me find the dimmer switch. Okay, so that turned it off. That turns it on. And then this one will dim it. And it's slowly dimming. Okay, so you can see it got a little bit dimmer, I think. And then I'm going to press the bottom one, and then it increasingly gets brighter. I don't know if putting something in front of it would show that, but now that's on the brightest mode. And then this one changes it. So I don't know if you can see that, but it changed it to like a yellow light. And then it changes it again to a soft light. And then it'll change it again to the white light, which almost is like blue. It's white, but it's super white. So that's that. The magnification is like only 3 times, might be 5 times, but it's not a real strong magnification, but it does enlarge things enough for my eyes. And you can bend it wherever you need it at the time that you're working. So if you move your spot up a little bit higher, it's very flexible. It'll turn in many different directions and stay put. It's not going to fall off. It's not going to like droop down and move around. And underneath it, you can definitely see what you're doing in much larger vision. So I think I'm going to like it. I haven't used it yet because I haven't diamond painted in probably a day and a half. I worked all day yesterday, and I'm going to try to get some diamond painting done before I pick up my grandson at 4 o'clock today. And it is Wednesday, and it's just after noon, probably like close to 12:30. And he goes to my church, our church, and is in the choir. He's going to be 6 in October. He's really excited about it. It's his second practice. He loves to sing. And then after that, they have a dinner for all the children and the parents. I'm his grandparent, but that's the same thing. And then after dinner, then they take him all into the church and they have a catechism class, a religious education. So he's real excited about Grandma picking him up today. And I'm really excited too. So it should be fun. I hope you all enjoyed this. I am going to do some with my glue gun and compare if the Gorilla Glue worked better or if the glue gun had better results after everything is done and dried. I'm going to add buttons to the second magnet so that you can grip it easier when you're putting them onto your diamond painting. And I will show you the whole bunch of them when I'm done with them. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you in my next video. See you then.